In part 2 of a special prime-time news report on the struggles of homeschooling children with special needs, Krista Campbell looks at the toll it's been having on parents and the help they need to cope.
As hard as it is for the parents of special needs children to keep them focused long enough to homeschool them during the pandemic period, it's even worse for single parents. Manchester resident Donnelly Bowes says her mother has been helping her, but neither of them are employed. Her son has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD.
If I am not around, I have to leave him sometime with my mother if I have to run errand, and I can't stay too long. Because if he doesn't see me start acting up, I don't go nowhere at nights because as I catch certain hours, he close up the place so everybody will come in.
She says her son takes medication to help him manage his condition so he can focus on his schoolwork.
The medication now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a short thing. And it's very expensive if you're buying it outside of the pharmacy.
And as hyperactive as her child is, she notes there are other children at a higher level of the ADHD spectrum.
I have some of them who's extremely hyperactive, more than my son. Some of them, they have behavioral problems. Some of them, the speech is lacking, they don't talk none at all, and they throw a tantrum.
Kadian Tyndale, whose son has the rare genetic disorder Sotos syndrome, says she uses positive affirmations to help with homeschooling. Child psychologist Dr. Orleen Brown-Earl says even that's a challenge.
It's not just throwing on the work, but showing them that we love them and we care for those children who we can touch and hug. Like my son, he doesn't want to be touched like that. So I'll tell him I love you a lot of times for one day. He'll be talking about something different and I ensure that I say to him, Matthew, I love you. So just repeating it, repetition is good for the children.
If you have a child with autism who is at the lower level of the academic scale, that's going to present a lot of challenges because they probably have other head banging, they have very poor attention, the lack of affect, all of that. So no matter how mommy and daddy might hug or want to give some type of emotional reward for them achieving or doing something well, they're not meeting that understanding, that approval and that love that mommy and daddy would give them.
We weren't taught how to deal with a child with special needs. Furthermore, to deal with a child who is out of school, having them 24/7, even though it's our child, it is very challenging.
Ms. Bowes has been coping on her own by researching her son's condition and speaking to other parents who have children with special needs.
At first, before the speech come, the doctor always asks me, how do you understand? I said I spend my time around him. I try to be around him 24/7.
But she says parents like her need professional help.
Financial support and even support to, counsel them because some of the behavior of the child make the parents them depressed. Because some of them you cannot take them certain places.
There are some of our children who we do not understand how to handle their situation. Remember, they have different challenges. And so it's hard for us as parents to get them calmed down, settled, and for them to be educated at the same time. So getting us equipped would be good.
In the final part of this special report, we look at the help available for parents with special needs children and how they can prepare for back to school. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.